Hi everyone! Today we're comparing Joshua Wiseman's chocolate chip cookie and Nick's chocolate chip cookie. Nick DiGiovanni.
Yep.
However you say his last name.
Brought out the cookbooks.
So I got the Joshua Wiseman cookbook with the ultimate chocolate chip cookie recipe. If you can see that. So we followed these steps. And ours got a little bit flatter than his did, but we refrigerated it for like 2 hours or something, hour and a half, 2. But he says it needs to be refrigerated for at least 30 minutes, but ideally overnight. So we're probably gonna. So this may be a little bit flatter than it would be just had we done it overnight, but it still looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And then here's Nick DiGiovanni's chocolate chip recipe in his cookbook.
Brown butter and chocolate chip. Mm-hmm. We did leave out the 2 cups of walnuts. We thought that was excessive.
Yeah.
And we're not huge fans of walnuts in our baked goods, so we left that out.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
and we didn't have cake flour, but we substituted that. We basically made our own.
Yeah, we did the all-purpose flour with cornstarch trick to make our own cake flour. Mm-hmm. So they definitely look different, but they both look good.
Yeah. I say they both look really good.
Yeah.
Let's just dive into Nick's.
Okay, we're doing Nick's first. Brown butter and chocolate chip cookies.
Let's try to recreate his picture on his screen. Or on his cookbook. And they don't look exactly the same, but obviously that's in perfect conditions. But he has 3 halves of cookie holding it like this. Mm-hmm. Well, it's probably not him, but whatever. So, they look really good in the middle. They got nice and chocolatey, and we're eating these warm.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and try a piece.
Yeah, Nick got a little chefy with his, and not only wanted brown butter, but he wanted brown butter with milk powder in it. Mm-hmm. And he wanted cake flour and cornstarch and all-purpose flour. Tastes like a really good chocolate chip cookie. Still warm and gooey.
That's a really good chocolate chip cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm.
Yep, the edges definitely have a little crunch to them. The chocolate's still melty and gooey. Mm-hmm. The inside's soft and buttery. I would say that's a good chocolate chip cookie.
Yep.
One thing we did notice was they both wanted giant chocolate chip cookies.
So, we still have a lot of cookie dough left because we obviously only cooked one of each. But we're probably going to try a couple smaller ones. More like a regular size ones. Because these ones, just make a couple and they're nice and big. Mm-hmm. But we're going to maybe try to get a couple of smaller ones. So let's go ahead and try Joshua Wiseman's.
Let's try Josh's.
The one on his cookbook is just them holding it in their hand. Mm. And it looks big. And the hand's roughly the size. It's probably a little bit enlarged. But our cookie's a little bit too big for the hand.
Yeah, I feel like ours spread a little bit more than the one in the picture. But it's got a similar texture looking. He had you bang the pan a couple times during baking for a denser, fudgier cookie. So we'll see how that goes.
All right, let's try it.
It's definitely, they both taste like chocolate chip cookies, but it's definitely a different flavor and texture.
Mm-hmm. I like both.
I like both too. It's funny because Josh's almost tastes more caramelized, which is interesting because it's cooked at a lower temperature.
Yeah.
So you would think it would have less of the Maillard kind of caramelized situation, but I think because it spread more, and it definitely bubbled more while it was baking, whereas Nick's, like he said, didn't change shape much. You were supposed to shape it how you wanted your cookie to look and then bake it. And it's baked at a much higher temperature, which would set it faster, but you would think it would be a little bit more of that, caramelized instead of Josh's.
Nick's definitely has a little bit more flour in it, a little bit more floury. That's how I think of it. I don't know how to explain it better. Then there's a different texture than Joshua Wiseman's. I think I would really be in love with Joshua Wiseman's if it stayed a little bit thicker.
Yeah, I think they're both good. I would not be upset if I was served either of these cookies.
I'm trying to, because this is supposed to be, we're trying to figure out which one we like better. So I'm trying to figure out which one I like better.
Yeah, it's hard because there's good things about both.
I think the perfect chocolate chip cookie would be Joshua Wiseman's. It's a little bit thicker. So I think I'm going to give it to Joshua Wiseman as my vote. Because I really like the taste of it. And the only complaint I have is I just wish it was a little bit thicker. Or stayed a little bit thicker.
Yeah, it's
which
spread
could
just
be
a little bit much.
Of partly like we just didn't have it refrigerated for long enough or whatever. But we're probably going to try to bake the rest of these ones for Joshua Wiseman's tomorrow. And we'll see if they're any thicker. So,
yeah, I would say I like the flavor of Josh's better.
Yeah.
However, if I was going to cook them to serve to people, I would probably make Nick's just because it had more of the look.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I would say. I like Joshua Wiseman's flavor better, but Nick's held its shape, like looks more like a chocolate chip cookie. So I think that's the final result.
Yeah. We'll let you know if we bake Josh's tomorrow after they've refrigerated overnight, which he did say a half hour to, overnight if you can.
Yeah.
And if we bake them tomorrow and they look different, we'll maybe have to do a update.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, and also, there's a short of us making these cookies, and we'll have that linked in the description below.
Yeah, so check it out if you want to watch us make them.
Yep.
Well, watch him make them. I didn't do anything.
She filmed. All right.
All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
This is good.
Yeah, they really are both good. It's just a matter of what you're going for.
What if you did Josh's but like super narrow?
Yeah, instead of flattening it, just leave it.